You have to say that Celtic are being very, very secretive and very, very clever. Handing out pictures of certain players getting onto flights. Idah posting cryptic clue that he also may be on a flight. Well, he is on a flight. Just doesn't show if he's on the same flight as Celtic or not. But there is breaking news this afternoon. Celtic have signed, even though they have not confirmed it as yet. Looks like they will want to announce it once they're in America. They want to get the big headlines going whilst they are in the US of A, and they want to make a big deal out of it. That's why they're going to announce the signings once they touch down in the good old US of A for the USA pre-season tour for Celtic. It's absolutely fantastic news. There were pictures put out, and you can tell it wasn't photographer that was miles away. It was obviously the Celtic photographer that took the pictures, and the first one up is our brand new 22-year-old goalkeeper, Sinisalo, and he's pictured coming out of Glasgow Airport, and then is Kyogo. And Matt O'Reilly makes the plane also, which I would say would end any speculation that he is going to be sold, because he's not going to be sold during the America tour. They're not going to take him to America for then just somebody come in for a bid and they're going to sell him. For me, I think that Celtic do not want to sell Matt O'Reilly this summer. I think they've had the conversation with Matt, and it doesn't matter that even if there is rumours coming out of Italy that a club is ready to come back in with an improved offer of 18 million plus 2.5 million in add-ons. That is still below what Celtic were offered in January this year. Celtic do not want to sell Matt O'Reilly by all accounts, and this just proves that the guy is on the flight to the good old USA. Next one up is Rio Hatate pictured coming out of the plane. Also, so the big one news of the day is the new goalkeeper, Sinisalo, spotted flying out to the good old US of A. But where is Schmeichel? Celtic didn't release any pictures of that, of him, and Adam Idah took to Instagram. Yes, took to Instagram 28 minutes ago, posted this picture of him looking at a plane window, little Instagram plane in the middle, and is he on the same flight as Celtic? Is he on the flight with Celtic? To me, it says it is a done deal. They're not releasing the details until they get to the USA. Celtic want to milk this tour for as much as they can. They want to release as much headlines as they can when they're in America, which is fantastic news and absolutely brilliant for the American fans, because they will get to see the new players first when they're paraded at a press conference in America. It's a fantastic news for Celtic today, and I just think that it's been quite sneaky the way they've done it. Now, whilst people will say, look, I'm not believing a thing until we see Celtic release it, what more evidence do you want than that, than a guy in his Celtic tracksuit boarding the plane? But the big question is going into the afternoon, and we won't know until the players get off the plane in America and we start seeing pictures of the team, of the players that have made that journey to the US of A. Celtic may have not officially confirmed the signing of the Finnish 22-year-old Sinisalo, but him getting on the flight to America, you can guarantee that he signed that 5-year deal from Aston Villa. You have to pay £1 million for him. They're getting Schmeichel on a free. Some fans are complaining, and I've seen it online saying, sack the board. It's ridiculous. We spend £1 million on a keeper. For me, I think it is an absolutely, it's a no-brainer. Do you go out and spend 8 million on a player that may or may not make it? Could you go and spend 30 million on the Liverpool goalkeeper, who's now signed an extension contract at Liverpool because the Celtic door has been closed shut? Or, as what Brendan Rodgers wants to do at Celtic, do you bring in an experienced goalkeeper that he's worked with before, that he knows, likes and trusts, to help bring on a goalkeeper that's 22-year-old and is a massive prospect on the international stage? Is that the correct thing? Tell me in the comment section if you think it's a good deal for Celtic. Personally, I think it's a fantastic deal, because it gets us with a goalkeeper that the manager thinks can make it to the top level, that Celtic think and everyone else thinks that it can make it to the top level. The fact that he did have some good, he had 13 clean sheets last season. And he saved 3 out of 8 penalties that he faced. That's something that we need in Scottish football. His performances caught the eye of Aston Villa's goalkeeping options, but Celtic managed to get him. It is just announced it, Celtic. Just announce him. Celtic, what are you playing at? Sinisalo is going to be reserve backup keeper. It has been expected. What does that say for Benji Siegrist? Did Benji Siegrist make the flight? We do not know this, and until Celtic released information on who made the flight, usually you get something coming out of Glasgow Airport. People had spotted the Celtic team, but there has been absolutely nothing today. Did Celtic get in the back door at Glasgow Airport? Have they sneaked out the country to do this? It is absolutely, everyone will be buzzing. Or will Celtic release a statement at around about 5:30, 6 p.m. Celtic Park time tonight when they are in the air? When they're in the air, will they release a statement then? But I think they're going to wait till they get to America. Anyway, it's a fantastic day for Celtic fans. It was said earlier today by Sky that Celtic had signed Sinisalo and Paul Bernardo. Yep, she did say it. She said Paul Bernardo. It did say that it signed Paulo Bernardo. That is what was confirmed by the other clubs. But the fact that Adam Idah has took to Instagram to put that little picture up, just a little sneaky. Guess who's back? Guess who's back and back again? I think it's going to be one of those things. We now need to get in a defender. We now need to get in a left back. And I think the squad will be pretty much is how it's going to go for the rest of the season. As long as we can fend off any interest in Matt O'Reilly, him going to America can only mean one thing. I mean, people will say, yep, he could still go to America and an offer can come in for the player. And if the player, I mean, he looks nice and relaxed, Matt, in the picture that you've seen. He looks nice and relaxed, knowing that he's going to America, knowing that he's doing this trip. If that's a player that's got in the back of his mind, I'm getting on this plane and it might just be, I might be coming back again in 24 hours because there's a bid coming from Italy. But the bid from Italy is not going to be good enough. Expect the details to come out later today or tomorrow. Celtic have made signings. They've just not released it yet. What are they playing at Celtic? Matt O'Reilly, he makes the tour. New goalkeeper makes the tour. Adam Idah lets it out the bag on his Instagram page. And let's just check it. That was 40 minutes ago now that he done that on Instagram. That is on the runway, and that definitely looks like Glasgow Airport. Definitely looks like Glasgow Airport with the grass on the other side. So anyway, that's all for your Celtic news this afternoon. Tell me what you think about it in the comments section. As soon as Celtic do release anything, yes, we will be going live to talk about all the new signings at Celtic FC and finally getting this Celtic transfer window open. Lit. Roll up to the party, roll up,